It's daylight. We're in the daylight hours. I got here at my preferred time just before 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I was just waving at a rather attractive woman who I happen to be married to. She just got home just as I hit the go live button. So hello, she's over there somewhere. No, we've been working hard this morning, getting some stuff done around the house. I've just recorded the first one of tonight's videos, which I was trying to avoid the subject really, but I couldn't avoid it anymore. So I've gone there, and we'll see what people make of that later on. And I haven't had any strange people approach me about any airport runs yet that I did last night, by the way. And that was kind of a peripheral vision thing, that was. I saw him standing there looking at me, and to no avail. He wouldn't go away, so I had to talk to him, but hopefully I've got an airport run out of it just the same, which is all good. I hope you're all okay, and look forward to seeing somebody jump in the chat shortly and say, hello, Andy, whoever that may be. Oh, who we got? Yeah, right on cue. Hello, Bridget. Hope you're all right. Bridget Charleston, a different videographer. Is it Monday? It's your birthday, Bridget. Remind me. It's you and Bath North East as well, I think, which is all good. And I hope you are well. I hope everybody is well that's in the chat. I had a bit of a disturbing email off of somebody the other day saying that they were going to get rid of their YouTube account because somebody had trolled them. And I've replied and asked for some more information, because I might do something about this. It's one thing trolling me, but trolling my followers, my subscribers, my friends, I'm not very pleased with that. So we will see what happens. See what happens, definitely. And who have we got here? Factual Breakdown. Hello, you're in the chat. Hope you're well, and thank you for joining us as always. And Bridget Charleston is going to be 25 again on Monday. Or is that two lots of 25 makes 21? I don't know. Harry Harlow, hello to you. Happy Thursday. It certainly is. I'm a bit bleary-eyed, you see. We got a load of work done, which we needed to do today around the house. As you do, the wife gives you a list and you must obey. And that's all good. And you can hear the old Coke opening. I have ended up with a school run tomorrow, of all things. Said I'd cover one for somebody. Alan Edge, just the person I wanted to turn up. Hope you're all right. And I listened to old JP and pissed myself laughing. I thought it was brilliant. So thank you for that. I finally watched it, and very, very good. Jason Drury is in the chat. Hello to you. See, you've been absent a few days. Hope you're well, Jason. Everything's all right with you and your parents. Hello, Julie Baldwin. Yes, you were missing in action yesterday, but I was a little bit late. Julie Keys, hello to you. Honesty and truth as well. So should Camilla be queen? There's two schools of thought on that, isn't there? I mean, there's the camp that's going to still be remembering Diana and, you know, what the hell kind of thing. And the other side that thinks it's a good idea for the future of the monarchy. But I think when Her Majesty pops her clogs, it could be interesting times, couldn't it? I mean, what's she now, 95? She's doing blooming well. The old honey-do list, that's it, Factual Breakdown. Yes, she had a list for me, and involved a visit to the tip today. Well, the refuse dump, or however you call it in America. We got rid of a load of old rubbish. Yeah, it's a pity you couldn't do that in Parliament, Alan Edge. I totally agree with you. Country seems to be returning to normal after COVID, I think. Yeah, he's talking about dumping all the rules and regs at the end of the month, isn't he? I mean, it's to save his own skin, no doubt, but we'll have to see what happens there. Yeah, I saw Charlie's got COVID again, Julie. That's amazing, isn't it? How you can have an appointment with 3 small pricks and still get it twice. say no more. I have no issues with Camilla. Someone can hold Diane in high regard and not harbour animosity towards Camilla. Charles was forced to marry for the wrong reasons. Yeah, at the end of the day, I mean, I was 19 years old, I think, when Diana died. That's a bloody long time. And you've got to wonder. To be honest, Andy, we're a scared family at the moment with restrictions going. Kind of feel Boris hasn't thought those who are vulnerable will manage. Yeah, it's kind of a one-size-fits-all approach, isn't it, Jason? He's taken the country approach. We've got to get it back to normal. Sod those who can't manage it, basically. But, you know, people are going to get left behind, unfortunately. But I think a lot of this is to lay the groundwork to try and save his own skin. We call it the garbage dump. Okay, I couldn't remember whether it was garbage or refuse. I know. It's like we say rubbish bin and you say trash can, don't you? Or garbage bin, I suppose. Don't matter if she's crowned or not. Legally, she will be queen, yes. If she's married to Charles, that's what's going to happen. High factual breakdown. How's life in the Big Apple? Well, that's New York, isn't it? The Big Apple. I think that's the name for it. Bridget Charleston, election must come this year and get Boris out, but don't want Kia cars either. No, that's right. The problem is all of the electoral stuff's all set up, so they get it, don't they? Andy, my brother, has all the pricks and had the COVID twice. Yeah, I know. Hi, Neil Tanner. I'm all right. I hope you are as well. And everything's good. We've had a busy morning in the Gabby Cabby household this morning. I think my wife's out there somewhere still doing some stuff. Probably keeping an eye on me. Honesty and truth, correct. I never thought Camilla ever wanted to be queen. She just wanted to be with Charles, the man she loves. Yeah. Very powerful thing that, isn't it? Very powerful. Here's an example. If Mum or Dad got COVID, even a bad cold level, we wouldn't cope. So it's bye-bye to pubs, shops, and everything else. It's really sad, isn't it, Jason? I don't know what to say to you. I know you have disabilities. What's the situation with your mum and dad? Is it basically if one of those goes down, then your care is compromised? Is that what it is, or do they have pre-existing? Is it age related, or a combination of all of them? It's really not good. Queen Camilla really doesn't sound right. Yeah. I don't see myself being back in New York for another 2 years or so. I'm in NC, possibly to California, and then back to New York if my daughter chooses law. NYC is awful, and I'm stressing. Well, with the way the laws are being enforced and everything else, or not being enforced, it's becoming a bit of a no-go zone, isn't it? From what I'm led to understand and read, the crime rates are certainly going up quite substantially. I don't think Charles wants the crown either, to be honest. It's amazing, isn't it? He's waited his whole life for it, and when it comes, what's going to happen? Charles should have manned up and married her in the 70s, and therefore this mess would not have occurred. That's very true. Dad has diabetes. Mum has a crumbling spine. We just manage somehow. Right. So, definite pre-existings that can cause you major issues. And like you said, Jason, I don't think families such as yours have really been considered there, have they? It's an awful shame. I suppose the problem is you feel your alternative at the moment is just to sit indoors, but yeah, there's got to be other ways of adapting and finding a way around this for yourselves. Otherwise you'll go insane, the three of you. Hello, Max Ernest. Welcome to the chat. Hope you're all right, and thank you for coming along. Appreciate your input there, and hope you're having a good day. Good wishes wherever you choose. That's Harry Harlow to Factual Breakdown. That's Good. Hello, John. Hope you're all right. And welcome into the chat. Another good wish to Factual Breakdown. Those of you that have joined us so far, if you can make sure you hit the like button, the old thumbs up on the old chat, wherever it is. I think it's over there, or down there, depending on what thing you're on. That'd be great. I've been imploring my daughter not to choose NYU, but she is offered a dual scholarship for law and music, as her counsellors say, as a distinct possibility. I can't stop it. Yeah, you got to go where she wants to go, haven't you? Really, Factual. Hello, Roger Knightley. Hope you're all right. Afternoon to you, and all is well in your neck of the woods. We will be a republic eventually, getting rid of the living statues at Buck House. I can see that going that way, Bridget. Trisha Southgate, hello to you. I'm late today, but good afternoon, Andy. You're all right, Trisha. We've only been here about 10 minutes. No problem at all. It's sunny but a bit colder today and breezy. Yes, I'm fine. That's good, Max. Yeah, it's dropped a little bit today, the temperature. That kind of caught me out. Buck Palace, where the reptiles live. Yes, there's certainly mixed views on the monarchy. Definitely. I mean, some of the decision making of late has really not impressed me too much, to be honest with you. But you know, they're there. They have been for years. But it'll be interesting when the Queen is out of the picture, whenever that will be. Drift Wannabe 10, no notification again. Again, unsub and then resubscribe. Yeah, that's always worth a try. I've heard people say that before. Alex done a video about being all over, left a comment saying, I don't think the worries about the vulnerable. And he went on holiday and stuff. Yeah. Bridget, yes, Sean. Chrissy Williams. Afternoon, Andy, everyone in chat. 22,000 subscribers. That's right, we're getting there. So that's wonderful. Snakeford's got it as well, has he? Oh, blimey, O'Reilly. Quick, let's lock down Wales. Well, let's hope you don't go down that far. Here, changing the subject, did you see the news about Carol Vorderman's now living out of a minibus mobile home type thing? Did you see that? I haven't looked into that at the moment. I just saw old Belfield taking the piss, saying Carol Vordenhawks has sold her mansion. Hi, Mum. Hope you're all right. Yeah, Alan Edge, I did see that. It was he put 90 minutes on the title, didn't he? And it was only about 20 something, so obviously didn't work too well at the hotel he was in. Maybe Jim Davison was nicking all the bandwidth, I don't know. No, Andy, don't lock up. No, I'm only joking. Hello, Jessica Hamilton. Hope you're all right. All back to work after 4 months off from big surgery. Staff all lovely. Better than going back to get sacked for not having the jib jab. Yeah, definitely. Hello, Air Zulu. Hope you're all right. And Jessica, I'm glad to hear you're back, and hope you're fully recovered from the surgery as well. I think it's probably best for me to go back to New York State, even if I live someplace nice and I really like it here. I still don't feel at home because I'm a New Yorker. Yeah. Yeah. You are. I listened to some of your videos, Factual, and you can hear the New York in you. Chrissy Williams, they all got the Kung Fluttery, are in hiding. Yes. She still owns a flat opposite Parliament, Neil Tanner says. Okay. Vorderman can't be short of money. No, she's got to be worth a few bob, hasn't she? There's got to be something behind that. Maybe just 1G. Hi, Chrissy. Thank you, Andy, and Honesty and Truth. That's Jessica. You're welcome. Carol Vorderman should do the lottery because she's good at numbers. Yeah. Did you see the comedian rant about 2 jabs and a booster, then faint and crack her skull? Yeah, I saw that one the other day, and I thought, how ironic. Vordenhawk still does it for you, does she, John? Oh dear. She's trying the van life like they do in America. Okay, So a couple of £1,000,000 in the bank and drive a van round. I don't know how long that'll go for, but each to their own. I don't see how the public will accept old Wingnut for king, really. Wingnut, I love it. We have a thing with our son Jack at the moment, where he sits there and he will interfere and interrupt in every single conversation in the house. And I was in the kitchen yesterday, and I said to him, I said to my wife, don't let old Jug Ears in there hear this. And he said, why you call me Jug Ears? I went, exactly. Hello, Tony Collins. My tricks are all right. They're all not too bad, actually. Sturgeon ties herself in knots over how to fund Scottish pensions. Hilarious. Yeah, she reckons us down this neck of the woods are going to do it, where she can, yeah, do one. Yeah, it could be just one G, Alan, possibly, or one Jim, one JD. Who knows? Something went a bit wrong there. Like it, Anna Perkins, and hello to you. Just another press crap thing. The MSM would have paid her for a non-story. Yeah. Hello, Sharon Shooter. Welcome to the chat, and hope you're doing all right. We're about quarter of an hour in now, and welcome to everybody that's joined us. Please hit the thumbs up button, that one there, and it's either there, or there. I don't know where, but you'll find it somewhere. And make sure you subscribe if you haven't. Hello, Tony from Hawley. Hope you're all right in the chat there and having a good day. Andy, the nasty football person, has had the cats taken off him. It's so bad. Yes, I saw that, Chrissy. I mean, that's the right move. And he's been fined £250,000 by his club, hasn't he? I mean, that's only a week or two's wages for that lot. So I don't think he'd be too sad about that, really. It's, you know, I was asked a question yesterday, and I wasn't sure, really, but I think he needs a book throwing at him, to be honest, from all directions. I think somebody should fine him a lot more. It's not fair you kick a cat like that. Well, any animal. I mean, the bloody thing's only that big, isn't it? It's awful. Oh, look, Andy, auditioning for the airline industry with his hair. They're beyond type gestures. Oh, look, Andy, auditioning for the airline industry with his hair there beyond type gestures. Okay. Yeah, that's right, Tony Collins. If it was you or me, we're being caught. No two ways about it. We'd have the book thrown at us. Not fine enough, 2 weeks' wages, Chrissy Williams says. That's right. You know, we could do with the same again through the courts. And certainly banned from keeping animals ever again, that's for sure. Hi, Andy. Hope everything's okay. Not seen your live streams for a few days now due to your time scale and lack of notifications. Yeah, I always put notifications across my social media if I can. When I had to do later yesterday. Oh, when I was pointing to the like, subscribe. Oh, yeah, put the life jacket on, give it up. And, you know, this is the exit. Yeah, I'm with you now. They do that on a plane, showing you the exits. Yes, Mum, I finally got it. I'm a bit slow on the uptake. That fellow is and should be was a patron for a big cat sanctuary. Oh, my God. That's not good. He's being investigated by the police and the RSPCA, and they'll probably find no fault or something ridiculous like that. You watch. Yeah, absolutely mad. And again, it's one rule for them and one rule for us, but we will see. And you got that other footballer, haven't you, that's in a spot of bother as well. Yes, Alan Edge, I watched Trudeau's speech in I assume their parliament or the equivalent of, and it was pathetic. He looked like a man that had been beaten down, and he's going to have to give in, because they're trying to taint these truckers with every kind of slur you can think of, aren't they? And it's not working. It's no good. We see you for what you are. That's the thing. Hello, Big G. I'm all right, and hope your day's gone okay as well. Walked out like a child. I bet he did. probably on a plane to Brussels to go and see one of his lefty mates over there somewhere. I didn't get a notification today. Been watching out for you. Been poorly last few days. Oh, Chrissy, hope you're all right and it's nothing too serious. Footballers' fines went to charity. Yeah, let's hope so. Let's hope so. And it's just not load of bull. He's been fined 2 weeks' wages. How many years for us to earn that kind of money? It certainly does not buy class. That's right. Hello, Westfield 90 from California. Hope you're all right. Sue Cruz as well. Yeah, I've got a video in the pipeline for the Migration Watch thing, Sue. I'm going to try and get that out later today or tomorrow, but certainly needs doing. I was giving it some thought for a few days to see what I could do. I'm going to draw attention to it. Don't you worry about that. I've been watching the truckers. I'm loving them. Hold the line. Yeah, I read a report as well. Apparently France are going to try and ban trucker processions and that sort of thing. So you know, they're probably intimidated by the idea as well. Document has surfaced for extra bus drivers from the police HQ to the protests. It's about to kick off. Yeah. Wonder how many volunteers they get. David Pike. My God, this chat's going a bit quick. All right, Andy, mate. Man City, 12 points clear at the top of the Prem. Sorry, fella, but a lifelong blue. Nervous wreck last night. I bet you was. Trudeau wants to ruin Canada for his selfish publicity. He needs to, like I was doing with the old airport signal earlier, he needs to go out the window or, yeah, get rid. Yes, it probably is about to kick off if we allow it to go that way. Harry Harlow, there's a new disease that might come to Britain. It's called Lassa fever, and 12 cases have been reported so far. I ain't never heard of that one, but I shall watch this space. How about some love for the Cabby? More thumbs up, please. Factual Breakdown says, what a jolly good idea. Feel the love for the Cabby. Get that like button hit. Well, yeah, thumbs up button. Spongosaurus, greetings from Italy. Welcome, I hope you're all right. Hello, Sir John Major. I see you were in the news giving Boris a good kicking, saying how awful and a liar he is and everything else. Neats, hi Andy, hi everyone. Hello Neats, hope you're all right and all is good with you. And welcome to everybody that's joined us. The daily chat with Andy the Gabby Cabby, which looks a lot better in the daytime. I must admit, I ain't got to put the silly lights on and everything. And I just had my phone update message come up there. Bloody thing annoys me. Anna Perkins, these football types have too much money. That man needs to be sent to an animal rescue centre and made to clear out the pens. Shoveling up the muck for 3 months. He won't do it again. Yes, very, very true. I'll look into that Tony document. Was for 6 buses. Okay. They've given. Why are we getting all these ex-prime ministers making comments? Yeah, they do tend to show up from time to time, don't they? They should keep their sticky beaks out. Hello, Healing Vibrations. Welcome to the chat. Hope you're all right. Anna Perkins, did you see my remarks on one of your vids? If you have any work booked for Saturday the 20th of February, the wonderful insulators will be gluing themselves to the M25 between noon and 4. I already know about that one, Anna. I bought a video out on it, and I've got to check my diary. But if there is any working, I'll certainly be sending someone else. Trouble is with the M25 being as it is, I've got to go round there anyway, so I'll have to see how that happens. Anyway, the people of Canada have set an immense precedent. They certainly have. They certainly have. Sending love right back from the USA. Correct, but don't let them anywhere near the creatures who provided this. Yeah, that's right. Watching Flight Radar, and we have 3 B-52s knocking around today. one over Glasgow and another doing circuits over Peterborough and Wisbech. Lots of military NATO stuff going on. That's Air Zulu, yeah. And I don't know whether they're going to be deployed over Ukraine way, or this is just saber rattling going on just to try and wind up Putin. But we'll have to see what happens. The most boring Prime Minister has to have been John Major. Oh, don't upset him. Animal abusers should be in front of the judge. Angry judge gives animal abusers a taste of their own medicine. Yeah, definitely. There's a video on YouTube for it. Yeah, I saw that Healing Vibrations this morning, and I saw you one about the new dinghy diver route. I think yesterday you sent me that, didn't you? But they're in the pipeline as well for sure. Anna Perkins giving Tovarich a little buzz. Chrissy Williams, I wish I could send you a care package. That's from Factual Breakdown. Saber rattling, yeah, exactly. Zulu. Spitting image John Major just got grayer and grayer. I remember when I was a kid going to the Spitting Image factory in London. That's in the days when London was London, and that was quite a laugh. That was with the old machines. You could have a go and operate the puppets and everything. It was really good. Westfield 90. Now with all COVID measures lifted, are you seeing most people drop masks? Every now and again, I go to a place. Hello, David Dack. Hope you're all right. Every now and again, I go to a place, and it's a lot of people are wearing them still. And you go, it just depends on the time of day and where it is and everything else. One thing that made me laugh, I saw in the news they had Dr. Leg's funeral. You remember the old doctor guy out of EastEnders? And they had his funeral. And there was Steve McFadden, Phil Mitchell, outside wearing a muzzle. I thought, you know, even Nick Cotton wasn't wearing one. I just didn't get it. But it's up here, isn't it? So maybe there's some kind of PTSD going on to do with face muzzles. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. We dropped the mask here in NC on January 1st. Okay. It was only a cat. If it was a dog, that's different, Big G says. I don't think I can distinguish between the two there. Boris and Truss are trying to blackmail the Russians. Yeah. Well, old Truss is over there, isn't she, for talks, I read. Something like that. Jessica Hamilton has just subscribed to Factual Breakdown's YouTube channel. That's very kind of you. That's excellent. That's another one for her. The bit on Spitting Images with peas and Edwina curry eggs. Yeah, she'll never live that down as long as she... I call her the egg lady. I can't take that seriously. Michael Heseltine wanted to buy his Spitting Image puppet. He was refused. Good. Let's get it back on the telly. Old Nick Cotton has other ways of dealing with threats. Just signed the immigration petition. That's Neil Tanner. That's good. That's another one there. Who else we got? I'm eager to watch your vids and hear your accent too. Yeah, when I went on... oh, pardon me, windy pops. When I went on Police Off the Cuff, Factual Breakdown sent me a load of tutorial videos about how to talk like a New Yorker. And I listened to those, and you could hear her actual voice on there. Andy, if Boris drops the rules, he will see that it was the people who decided to be safe. Yeah, it's all coming out in the wash, isn't it? Sue Cruz just signed it. Come on, folks, sign the Migration Watch petition. Yeah, I've got something in the pipeline for that, so we'll get some publicity to it. Don't you worry about that. A friend of mine married E. Curry. Oh, blimey. If you have a grandparent born in Ireland, you could potentially have applied for Irish citizenship, thus accessing UK to live and work. Okay. Well, I don't have that. I mean, the last member of my family that went to Ireland was Northern in about 1972. I don't think we are that related at all. Oh, it's a injury, David Dack. I've started going to karate again, and I think I've trapped a nerve in my shoulder or something, and it's been playing me up for a few days. It feels like it's here, and then other times it comes across the joint in my arm. I think I know why I did it, because when you go to karate and you do the warm-up, you start at one end of the hall and you run to a line, and then you do 10 air squats, which is basically up and down like that. You run back, and then you run to the middle again, and you do 10 sit-ups, and then you run back and you run to the other end again, and you do 10 press-ups. And I think it's the fast press-ups that have done me in, but it's driving me mad. I've been taking ibuprofen and whatever, but doesn't seem to be settling down too much. Lorna Mackenzie, hello to you. Welcome to the chat. Who do you think you are? Fascinating to see people's histories and families. Yeah, there's lots of stories to be told, isn't there? With backstories with people's families and everything. So, all good. Daily workout with Andy. I love it. I have enough trouble once a week. I mean, we're going to go, I think we're going to go twice a week. Because the thing with me, with karate, I've been doing it on and off for a decade. And if I'd have carried on consistently all the way through, I would have been quite well up there now. But I'm about halfway up the pecking order, really. And there's certain things locked up here that I have to kind of remember how to start doing again. And we'll get to a point where you have to do it twice a week to progress in any way, shape or form, is what I'm trying to say. Use the ibuprofen gel and drop your sugar intake, Andy. You will heal faster. Okay, Tony. I remember that. An old gunner fed his daughter a burger to show they were okay. So Boris drops the rules for now, and the media are on to the Lassa fever and Ebola virus that's supposedly turned up at one of our hospitals. It never ends, does it? They're just trying to keep us in a state of perpetual fear, Air Zulu, aren't they? The media trying to scare the crap out of us all. Hello, Steve Miles and Lisa Farr. I hope you're both all right. Welcome to the chat. I gave up judo for dancing, David Dack says. My karate sensei said that, dancers are great with the flexibility and the suppleness. They make great karate people because they can get their leg all the way up here. It's crazy. But when you stop anything like that, you do stiffen up a bit, and it's trying to get your body to remember what you used to be able to do. Bridget, my nephew used to do karate as well, not been for a few years. Started football instead. Yeah, my Jack does football and does swimming on a Thursday, which is today, and karate with me in the evening, which would be kind of cool. Has Boris dropped the COVID emergency laws yet? Tony is asking. I think it's the end of the month that's supposed to be happening, so watch this space. Does anyone here have a BBC licence, and if so, The Apprentice still on? I love that programme, huge comedy showing what idiots we have running around. We certainly do. Andy, my shoulder went like that. I was told to take 2 paracetamol and 1 ibuprofen together. That sorted it. Okay, I'll give that a try. Knock a couple of paracetamol back as well. Hopefully that'll do it, because it's driving me mental. Canada starting to back down now. Is that Trudeau or the Canadians? You did the splits? Oh my God. I'd have paid good money to see that, Chrissy. Yeah, wow. Anna Perkins, lots of interesting stories and some scandal, possibly links to blue blood. My mother may have been conceived wrong side of the bed sheets. Oh dear. Steve Miles, flu is rife at the Olympic Games. I'm trying to find a flight experience in the UK for you. Once I know the details, we'll be sending you the details. And would you believe there's somebody wanting to talk to me again? Oh no, it's all right. She's walked off. Here, look at this. That lady just stood by my car and just looked at me. But, I thought I was going to get interrupted again for a second day in a row. I'm trying to find a flight experience in the UK for you. Once I know the details, I'll be sending you the details. And I'm paying for this for you. Oh, bless your helium vibrations. I really appreciate that. Thank you. No, I haven't been flying in years, actually. So I appreciate that. That's really kind of you. I better take the sick bag, I suppose. You never know what could happen. Andy, I'll send you a Facebook family pic. Okay, is that with what you doing the splits? David Dack, sit up straight. Put your hand beneath your head at the bottom of your skull. Okay, does that work? Hi karate, that's a blast from the past. Val Lennon was a worthy opponent. You could be right, either her or her four-legged friend, one of the two. Yeah, you may be right, Harry, definitely. Bring him to the chat video, Andy, where we can all say hi. Hello, Tracy Regan. I hope you're all right. Welcome to the chat. What else we got? And slow massage down the neck. Oh, like that, yeah? And give that a go. Give that a go. Flight experience. Try Biggin Hill Spitfire. It's not far from Andy's neck of the woods. Oh, now you're talking. Stephen Miles, laugh out loud. Please ask Factual to email me. Okay, Factual Breakdown. Can you email Healing Vibrations, please? And if you haven't got each other's email addresses, let me know, and I can do that. I can put you in touch. Down the line of the spine. Okay, I think I've got it. Canadian opposition in Parliament, sticking up for the protesters. Real opposition doing their jobs here in the UK. We have no opposition. Government does what it wants. Yeah, they're all the same, aren't they, here? All blended into one. And turn head to one side. Okay. Like that. I'll give that a proper go later. When I had my car accident, all in 2020, beginning of, with the old way the car went round, I kind of twisted round like that really hard, and it did my back a mischief. But they sorted me out. They had this funny heat machine thing at the physios that done a good job. King Treble 703 popped in to give me a thumbs up. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Yeah, you felt it grinding. Yeah, I did, David. That there's a therapist online who has some vids for stretch exercises like sciatica, which I have along my shoulders, hand pains, following. Yeah, I almost feel like it's a trapped nerve because it's here in my elbow joint, and my fingers are a little bit funny, feel a little bit on the numb side. So, but that part's only every now and again. Cracking in the sphere, the MSN always in cahoots with the government, absolutely, and it works, right? Sure you haven't slept awkwardly with your neck at an awkward angle? No, I'm all right with that, Air Zulu. I sleep okay. My mum thinks it's me rotator cuff. I don't know how you fix that. I'm guessing it just gets better on its own. Hands behind head, interlock fingers like you were lying on a lounger. Push elbows back. Alright, I'll try that one later. UV heat machines are great, Andy. Yeah, that's what it is, Bridget. They put me on that a few sessions. Best not to have anything to do with the underbelly of YouTube. There's some sick people. Factual breakdown. I also recommend a heat blanket or hot water bottle in a towel. Yeah, I'll have to pinch my other half's hot water bottle. She won't like that. Windsor Castle, oldest lived-in castle, biggest castle is Marlock in Poland. Oh, okay. That's a new one for me. Didn't know that one. You might get pins and needles in your fingers. Yeah, I do get that, actually. I just saw the Sooth CBD topical balm and don't have to take painkillers. I've got a bottle of CBD in indoors. I was half tempted to give that a go, see what happens. I was having lower back pain from having to stand all day at work. My wife suggested I try orthopaedic footwear. I told her it wouldn't help, but she insisted. I stand corrected. Nice, JPW. Anna Perkins, numb hands could be carpal tunnel. It goes from numb to extreme pain. I've had that and it's not recommended. Okay. Use your CBD. Yes, I think I might have to. But we'll do a load of stretching and that tonight, so hopefully that'll be all right as well. May God forgive me. Molly is on a cannabis choc. David Dack, it helps you make fists and move up and around. Okay. Hi Andy, did you see the report about apparently paracetamol? Latest thing they want to stop you taking. Yeah, I did see that, just in passing. Harry Harlow, Windsor Castle has a panic button that goes to the fire brigade and the police. Okay. Got myself USB heat packs, they work well too. Yeah, I've seen them. Devil's lettuce cigarette, sod the CBD. I've never heard it called devil's lettuce, Drift Wannabe, and I know exactly what you're referring to. Voltarol, yeah, my dad uses that because he ended up with it picking up an injury when he was in the job, and gets Voltarol for himself. And he's got that. Yay, Slurpee's in the house. Hey, Andy, if I'm able to make it back to New York, God willing, I will send plane tickets for you to come into Westchester Airport. That's kind of you, Fatchel. It's very kind of you. And you better have that Bill Cannon standing there as well. Now let's have a little reunion. Harry Harlow, well, the panic button hasn't worked very well with the alleged break-ins. No, that's true. Tiger Balm is good. Got my road tax today, 30 quid. Daylight robbery. Oh my God, Steve Miles. What are you driving, a push bike? Oh, speaking of push bikes, I saw in the news that the police have... The police have done a bit of a thing where they're pulling over cyclists for not obeying the highway codes and running red lights and all that sort of thing. That's pretty good. I found that quite amusing, really, and all the lefties are up in arms. Oh dear, oh dear. Did you see that the castle intruder armed with a knife was allowed out the front door of the court? Just what's necessary to deter a knife and other weaponised. That's crazy, isn't it? My flak jacket gives me wild back pain, mate. Okay. Anna Perkins, laugh out loud, mine's only 20 quid. Honesty and Truth, new ones put in a month ago, according to the newspapers. Okay. I'm looking to get my hands on Lavender Pillow Mist. Never heard of that one. What's the story about these e-bites? They just leave them in the street. Oh, don't know about those. But, anyway, everybody, this is the daily chat with Andy the Gabby Cabby. Hope you're doing all right. Welcome to the car and welcome to the chat if you just joined us. Make sure you hit that button. We've got 69 of you so far. 69. And we've got 88 in the chat so far, so let's get there, shall we? Let's get those likes up, and everything will be okay. Just had another dog walker going past. I think I know that one actually, but she never said anything. Getting rid of my chiropractic magazines. I have loads of back issues. Here he goes. Harry Harlow, don't believe a word of it. Surely there are enough security staff to stop intruders. Well, you'd think so. But mine is a 1.5 turbo, so there's Anna. He bites in the street are the higher ones. Yeah, that's right. I think you're all right with those, aren't you? It's the other ones that are the potential illegal issues. That's a pinched nerve probably from your C4 to C5. I get the hand and arm tingling and numbness often. I tried Tiger Balm, but the CBD extra strength tropical works better. Okay. How many more Doris and Co parties are going to come out? I don't give two fucks, to be honest, Chrissy. I think the news is absolutely saturated with it all. And I see the viewing figures on some of my videos, and when I mention parties, not a lot of people are very interested anymore. That's the thing. Harry Harlow, how is sales for your Toodaloo mugs and other items? I haven't really kept an eye on that. I've sold a few of them, but you know, they're there. The link's in the description. If anyone wants a mug, go and have one. Tony Whitworth, when a charity has a payroll, it's a business. Yes, I've done a video this afternoon which will come out later about a certain charity we're probably all thinking of. You know, I wanted to steer clear of it because I didn't want to contribute to slurring the memory of Captain Tom. Like Factual Breakdown says, I adored him as well. I think he was lovely. But certain information that's coming out in the press is a little bit questionable. I pointed out a few things from my point of view which will come out later. The boring British channel is not worthy for telling the news. No, that's right. Chrissy, I've lost both my parents since the Kung Flu. They were partying. I'm angry, couldn't see them off, wasn't allowed. Yeah, it's disgusting, isn't it, the way we've been treated over this. Trudeau out, Jordan Peterson in. That's Tricardo. Big G, are you still mates with... I need to clarify the situation there. People think me and Alex Belfield are like that. I've only met the guy once, as you know, in the car. We've had a phone conversation and the odd email, you know, very, very, very occasionally. And the video I did in the car was the first time I've ever met him. And he, you know, he's walking in celebrity circles. You know, he's filming with Jim Davison at the moment, and me, I'm sitting in my car doing what I do best, talking to you. But I've not had need to contact him for a while, so I don't know. Our paths may cross again in the future. You never know what life brings your way, but it's an association rather than anything else. Jason Pritchard, just saw your video on London, mate. It's absolutely insane the way our country has gone to. Yeah, I was literally just surfing the internet last night, as you do, and I come across that advert, and I thought, what the fuck is that? It just wasn't London to me. I thought, why would that make me want to go to London? It's crazy, absolutely crazy. And not only that, it was a sponsored ad by the bloody Mayor of London's Facebook account. So how many thousands of pounds was he paying to put people off coming to London? We just don't care. Thanks, Chrissy. I appreciate that. Andy, if I put you up in a Hilton, either Rockland or Westchester, you can definitely meet up with Bill Cannon. Okay. Yeah, we need to make that happen one day. I want to meet people. I want to meet people that I've been speaking to. There's one that lives locally to me. I've got to meet up for a coffee with him. It goes without saying, I'm sorry for you and your family's loss. That's to Chrissy Williams. Turning into Singapore, yeah. People in London have become so unsociable that they travel underground to avoid each other. Yeah, this is the underground and the underground, isn't there? Andy the Gabby Cabby, please ask your mum if Avon still get the lavender pillow mist, please. Yes, mum, do they still do the lavender pillow mist, whichever that is? I haven't got a clue. But there you go, I asked. Sir Tom, an absolute disgrace. Everyone wants a slice of the money pie. God bless that man. Yeah, I echo that, David Pike. Absolutely crazy. Thanks, Zulu. Appreciate that. I was always taught, don't waste words. You know, words can be wasted. Just come straight to it. You can blither and blabber, but you come straight to it, and it's far better. Sunderland will never sign that West Ham player because their nickname is the Black Cats. Oh, Jesus Christ. It gets better, doesn't it? It gets better. He's Red Scouse. Hey, hello, Gabbers. I like that. Hello, Red Scouse. And honesty and truth, spot on. Never donate to business charities whose donations get paid out. It's well wages. Yeah, absolutely. You know, with charities, I get there are running costs. There are, you know, there are certain fees that have to be paid for services rendered and everything else. But you know, that just seemed like a lot. And paying out to companies that are associated with one of his daughters, okay, she would need reimbursing for things such as travel expenses and stuff like that, and that's perfectly legitimate with any kind of charity. I've worked with charities in the past and even worked for one many years ago, and that does happen. But when a series of £40,000 grants are given out to, you know, people and charities which weren't even Tom Moore's wish, it's crazy. But you know, I'll put a video out later about it, and you'll see in more detail what I mean about it. Bro from Brum. What's so bad about pop-up performances across London? Laugh out loud. They might not be your thing, that's fine. Neither is it mine, but not sure it would put me off that much. London can be for everyone. That's Bro from Brum. Are you up Birmingham way, are you, as your screen name kind of implies you are? No, that's a place I've not been to for a long time. Andy, where are you going so we can talk about you behind your back? Just under 10 minutes, Slurpy, just under 10 minutes. Factual breakdown, I loved Sir Tom. David Dackler, a pain in the arse. Some things are, aren't they? Factual, we put lavender in cotton small pillows in the lavender from the garden each year, and it's healing. Okay. Gene Whitehead, Avon representative. Short-term Avon rep years ago, but Avon pulled out of Ireland. Oh, okay. It's very rarely you see a policeman wearing a traditional bobby helmet these days. Oh, yeah. Last time I saw one of those, I was in Canterbury, and there was a police officer talking to one of the stall holders in the street, and he had one on. I've not seen one for a long time. Yeah, Lee Foster, that's going back a while, isn't it? Going back a long while, actually, with the Queen's bedroom. I think she ended up talking to him, didn't she? And stalling for the relevant people to come and take him away. I mean, that's a serious security breach if you get into the Queen's bedroom. I was an Avon representative years ago. I'd love to get some lavender pillow mist. That's healing vibrations to my mum. Lee Michael Fagan. Yes, I am proud Brummie. I love the art galleries and museums in London. Thought it's the crime rate that makes me nervous. Birmingham is going tough times too. Sorry if I come across rude. No, you're all right. You're all right. No worries. Yeah, it's the crime rate that worries me as well. I mean, we were talking about going up to London for a day out. I remember having a conversation with my eldest boy about what happens if everything goes wrong, i.e. we're the victim of something, and to have that conversation with my family was awful. It was really awful. We're on 80 hit like. We love our game of Chase to 100. Chrissy Williams says, yeah, we're getting there. Healing vibrations, if you were in the UK, you could have ordered, but I think Ireland's a trouble. Anna Perkins, if you have enough lavender heads, you could try steeping them in alcohol. Okay. A slow form of chaos. Yeah, 20 more to 100. Yeah, David Pike with Jim Davison. I mean, they've got an awful lot of money, the British Legion, haven't they? Tied up in physical assets and a lot of money in the bank. And I think the chief exec of that's on a lot every year. So it's not a charity really to consider. But I know Jim Davison's done so much, and a lot of it on his own time and his own expense. Matt Spurs, Andy the Gabby Cabby, how can Boris send troops to Poland but can't protect our borders? Well, we all seem to be more worried about everything and everywhere else, don't we, rather than what's going on at home, projecting our message out. Meanwhile, we're all sitting here chuntering like we have done for years. It's crazy. Andy, have you had any problems with cyclists riding in the middle of the road? My mate's lorry driver and says it's murder trying to get to overtake the cyclist safely. I've had a couple. I've had a couple where we've. I've had a bit of a close call with them. It's you know, where the streets get narrow and then they suddenly swerve out in front of you. It's not great. Not great. I met 3 people in town today, all called William Hill. What's the odds on that? Slurpee again. I love these jokes. Anna, my friend, does all the stuff with lavender. She's a yoga hippie person. That's Chrissy Williams. Okay. But yeah, Chrissy Williams, I saw your video about the Nightingale, or the half-finished Nightingale at the William Harvey as well. Yeah, I appreciate what you were saying in it. Andy, the world has gone nuts. It certainly has. You could get it on eBay. Mum's saying to Healing Vibrations. Billy, woman hits horse, loses her house and job. Footballers still playing. There you go. What did I say earlier? One rule for them, one rule for us. It's always been the same, hasn't it, really? Irish cops Garda get a new uniform in March, already trialled in Limerick. Okay. All right, Sharon Shooter, see you later. Thank you for coming by and have a good day. I've qualified for the sauna Olympics. They've made me steam captain. Oh, Jesus. Do they still sell bottles of matey bubble bath? I've not seen that in years there, Zulu. I'm not ashamed to admit I used to have a bath in matey when I was a kid. Where, you know, my once monthly thing. Freedom for people. Truly's Champion Chase. Hi everyone, I hope you're all well. That's John Kent, Code Lord, you're in. I've not seen your mate Mick in one of these chats for a long time. Where the hell is he? I saw him comment on something the other day. I see a Scotch man feeding a cat. It's the first time. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I heard that joke earlier. First time he's ever put anything in the kitty. It's a world record. Slurpee, the old carry-on joke, fire at will. Why do they always fire at will? Set up Our Heroes has set up his own charity, been around for a while now. Every penny donated to Jim's charity goes to where it's supposed to. That's absolutely right, David Pike. That's the thing. Matt Spurs, who else used to drink Thunderbirds in the 80s? Was that the apple wine? If I remember right, I've drunk Thunderbirds. We used to, I mean, when I was in the Air Training Corps, a group of us used to pool our money together, and we used to get a couple of bottles of Thunderbirds and a packet of fags, and we used to send the sergeant in the off licence because he's the one that looked older than the rest of us, and we used to get all our stuff that way. He's busy in the afternoons, is he? Okay, but I suppose the time of day I do this, it's not ideal for everybody, but that's what it'll be at the moment. It was vile. Blue Thunder. Factual breakdown. The ghost children will be exposed. No doctor's signatures for the births. This is not legal. being in line of succession. I won't go to London. Too many thugs is what it is. Yeah, it's no, you know, he's sitting there worried about misogynistic behaviour and racism and all the rest of it. And I noticed today Cressida Dix fired back at him and said, well, actually, when we met last, you told me I was doing a good job. And I think there's going to be a bit of a verbal punch up there somehow, but we shall see. And meanwhile, the crime is not in a good place, is it? I mean, I did a video a few days ago now about the two kids having a bloody knife fight on the top deck of a bus, and somebody commented that kind of thing happens too regularly. Jim is a great man. I watched him at Jeff Ray's funeral, a very emotional tribute to his Cornish friend. Yeah, I watched that eulogy as well that Jim delivered. That was class, that was. Harold Parrott, I usually catch your 2 o'clock live streams in time, but I guess today I got lucky. White lightning was the thing when I was young. It's cider. Yeah, it says cider on the bottle, doesn't it? But it tasted like chemical crap. You know, some people could drink absolute litres of the stuff. Slurpy Dave, Kenneth Williams. What about Kenneth Williams? Kenneth Williams, Sid James and Barbara Windsor were seen filming in an Indian restaurant. It's the new curry on film. Good vibes, good far. God. David Dat, toilet cleaner. Yeah, absolutely. Cressy Dip won't get fired while she's scratching government's back. Yes. Well, Sadiq Khan says he'll put her on notice, but the Commissioner of the Metropolitan Police is hired or appointed by the Home Secretary with approval from Her Majesty. So how can Sadiq Khan say he's going to put the Metropolitan Police Commissioner on notice? I don't understand that, but maybe I'm missing something. Goes to our heroes. I refuse to wear a poppy anymore. The British Legion are sat on 70 million quid in their accounts. I mean, what the fuck? Yeah, that's right. That's right. 89 likes. Wow, we're getting there. Come on, folks. Let's get to a few more. Cressida said she's not resigning. Yeah, I saw that in the news today. I definitely did. Air Zulu. Yeah, I tend to agree with that. I'm still trying to work out how he got, you know, voted in again. My phone is going out of data next week. Can't come fast enough to read top my data. I think we're all missing something. Okay. Is Petit Khan acts and behaves like the little dictator he would love to be? I was watching the live on YouTube of Starmer when the MSM put it on. They lied about it being about Savile. It wasn't. They lie so much. They certainly do. Yeah, Red Scouse. He is the Crime Commissioner of London, as he's the Mayor of London. I heard him say that himself. But I have to ask the question, does that give him the authority to get rid of the Met Police Commissioner? I'm not sure that it does, but again, maybe I'm missing something. Yeah, that's true, Harry. Very true. Yeah, what are we thinking about these bigoted teachers forcing children to write to Boris? I think it's absolutely disgusting. Yeah, you're trying to, you know, indoctrinate the kids into a way of thinking, aren't you? I mean, one of my kids come home yesterday and said they were doing something similar in their school, and I was a bit alarmed. He started talking about politics, but then he did think that Jeremy Corbyn was still the leader of the Labour Party, so he was a bit out of touch. Yeah, I agree with you there, Red Scouse. I just think he's gobbing off, isn't he? Anyway, folks, we're at 1 hour and 4 minutes, so my time with you today has come to an end. Thank you, everyone, for coming along again and supporting me, Andy the Gabby Cabby. And if you've not done so already, please hit the like button. It's appreciated. It helps the algorithm find the chat and the channel and everything. We're doing very well now. Please subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't done so already. That's free to do. If you wish to financially support the channel, we're on Patreon and also have YouTube channel memberships as well, so that's another way. But all is good. I will leave the actual live chat running for 10 minutes from now, just to give you all a chance to yeah, I saw that Red Scouse earlier, thank you very much. Yeah, I'll leave the chat running for 10 minutes just to give you all a chance to have a last natter and whatever, and then I will knock it off probably about 3:15ish. So thanks again everybody, and I'll see you when I do. Toodaloo.